Alrighty. Alrighty. Oh, that's a wonderful way to start the stream by shooting something. Truly the American in me. Is everything... Yeah, okay, looks like everything's working. Alright, how are we doing today? Howdy, Xavier. Good to see you first thing in the chat. Oh, it's good to be back. I've been trying so hard to get this PS4 or PS5. Yeah, it's PS4, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, DualShock 4 controller to work on PC again. No luck. I think the adapter I bought was cheap and broke. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it got like a drop of water on it or if it like got like thrown down like on the table or something too many times, or I don't know, maybe some air particles got in. Like I think that's the problem, because the controller seems to be working. What was I doing? Sure, let's do Forbidden Woods today. I feel like dying. Hi. Stop breaking your stuff, man. I can't help it. I'm addicted to breaking the cheap shit I buy, so I have to keep buying more cheap shit, which ends up making it more expensive than if I just bought the good quality shit from the start. Ah, damn. God, I love the sound effect for that. I love it. Hey, buddy. Beautiful. There we go. So yeah, apparently there was a Sony State of Play or whatever, right? And from what I hear, no Bloodborne got announced. I'm sure you guys would have lit up the Discord if it did happen. Oh, nope. Yeah, yep. That's how I feel. God, man. One of these days they'll announce a Bloodborne remaster, remake, I don't know, re-release, like just something, please. All I ask is that you please bring me my Bloodborne. Also, I'm curious if they could make a Bloodborne remake and make the loading screen shorter, right? Because Demon Souls remake runs pretty fast, right? Like, the loading screens are really not that bad at all. Oh. I'm bad. Come on. I need just one more upgrade and my DPS will be fine. Just one more. Of course, you got that off. Asshole. Alright, moving on. Hey, buddy. Beautiful. The teleportation in the Demon Souls remake is almost instant, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it's something like 5 seconds or something. Like, it's really quick. Which is weird, because from what I understand, the Bloodborne on PS5 already is, like, half as long as it would be on, like, a PS4. So it goes from, like, a minute to, like, 30 seconds or whatever. It's really long. From what I recall. Oh. Bungie cocktails. Ah, damn. Even with extended range, the torch reigns supreme. I swear. There's nothing more powerful in a FromSoft game than a guy with a torch. Neat. I remember there being little doors in there before. Oh, I found another one of these. Oops, whoopsie. I found another one of these things. That one took me a while. We're not triggering that. Can hear the birds. There we go. Bloodborne loading screens on PS5 are way less than 30 seconds. I don't know. It feels long. Maybe it was... There we go. Uh-oh, looks like we had an OBS disconnect for a moment there. I think we're still good, I think. Yeah, okay. Okay. I swear. Speaking of, I actually checked out the, I actually asked someone about the whole, disconnect thing. And I think it might be the network card or something like that. I didn't know that was a thing. But apparently there's something that in the PC that lets it actually read networks when you're connected with Ethernet cables or Wi-Fi or whatever. And they think that might be busted, and that's why it randomly will disconnect or whatever, and not recognize the network, even though it's clearly still plugged in with everything green. Connection's good for me now. Yeah, it's good. I don't think it's one of those issues, or if it was, it's one of the rare ones where it actually fixes itself. But like I said, sometimes it just randomly, it just stops recognizing the connection, and that's always weird to me. So if that's the case, that's more incentive that maybe I should just bite the bullet. I don't care what other graphics card are going to be. Just go forward with, like, you know, switching everything out to the new setup. I'm told, though, that apparently the new graphics card coming these December are going to be, like, actually that crazy, so... I'm no expert there, but if that's true... maybe it would be smarter to wait. Come on, buddy. I can't believe you've just been living with random disconnects. Well, the thing was, it was something that I've only had for, what, less than a year, I think? Like, this is a relatively recent phenomenon. And it's not something that's, like, so invasive outside of streaming that it ruins my life. Like, if it happens during any other time of my day, it's like, oh, I have to restart my PC to keep using my internet. Well, when I'm working, I don't really use my internet except for background music. And obviously on YouTube, when I have something on loop, it doesn't need further internet to keep replaying the same video that's already fully loaded. So again, it's not that bad. The only problem is that it has this terrible habit of whenever I choose to stream is when it'll decide it'll happen. Which I get it if it's like something like I do like a 10-hour stream or whatever. It's like, okay, I'm flipping a coin there. But it's like a 2-hour stream or whatever, or a 3-hour stream, and it happens like at that exact 3 hours. Then it's kind of like, okay, you screwing with me. But yeah, for sure. I definitely think I have way too much tolerance for things that I shouldn't. Ah, damn, no back. That's definitely a certified flaw I think I have. So I'm a little too patient with stuff. Have you done a 10-hour stream? Oh yeah, for sure. I've done long streams. I don't do them as often anymore, in part because of the disconnect stuff. Now, if I try to do a long stream, I try to keep it to, like... I have to keep it to 5 hours, and that's mostly for, like, the Dark Souls lore play, right? Because getting 5 hours even is a long time. But when it comes to Halloween streams and stuff, well, I like to do them longer. There's always this goddamn frickin' snake man. Yeah, so another thing with Sony, another no Bloodborne. Again, I will repeat. I know you guys are probably sick of hearing me say it, but I will repeat it. For my own sake. Why in the world don't they ever announce anything with Bloodborne is beyond me. The easiest thing to market from the creators of Elden Ring comes the remaster, remake, PC version of Bloodborne. Like, just do something. Show you care. Oh. You want to go that way. Never know if I want to have screenshots with that stupid wood platform extension thing. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I'm getting myself lost. Ay, ay, ay. I hope that you guys, whatever was announced at that PlayStation, what was it, State of Play, whatever they call it. I hope you guys at least found something that you like. As far as I could tell, nothing that I was interested in got announced. Wilds trailer was cool at least. Oh, there was a Monster Hunter Wilds thing? Awesome. They showed off a bit of the cover art monster. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. Did they have a release date yet? Do we know when it's coming out? February 28th. Ah, nice. That's good. That's real nice. So it's really not that far off. Okay, guys, I may end up streaming. I may end up streaming Monster Hunter, okay? I might not be able to resist. Also, I'm starting to wonder when From Software's next big announcement's gonna be, because they have to have another thing cooking, right? I'm wondering if we're gonna hear anything over the next few months, or if we're gonna have to wait till sometime next year. I mean, TGS could be a good time, but I don't know if From Software's gonna be at TGS at all, or if they're keeping it hush-hush. Monster Hunter in February. Oh my gosh, that is so good. That is so good. They could have taken forever. Oh. They could have taken forever with that. But they're not. Shining coins. What? Oh, right. Right. I forgot. Okay. Yeah, I can't really get a good shot with this guy. The Game Awards, I guess. Nice. Yeah, but wouldn't FromSoft only make that an... Oh, no, wait, they do just standalone announcements, even if the people aren't necessarily there, don't they? That's true. And that would be very on point, considering the Game Awards, did have From Software there, right? And they won. So they might feel like, hey, let's give a little back by giving our exclusive announcement to you as a thank you. I could definitely see that. Rune, right? Oh no, this is, not Rune. Ocean! And Hemwick's supposed to be, like, somewhere on the other side of this, if I recall. Wait. Oh, that's the moon. Okay. Pretty sure this isn't supposed to be Moonside Lake, if I recall correctly. It's been a while since I've seen the top-down map. I'm pretty sure Moonside Lake would be oriented, like, that way. Or it's over, like, that way, even, maybe. Oh, getting one of these. Oh, I remember slipping down here to death. No, thank you, sir. Oh, God. Gosh, I'm finding these things, but no runes. I think Elden Ring was announced there in Armored Core. Oh, really? Have they done that in the past? In that case, then, yeah, then I guess that's a really good chance. God, that rock glitching. I'm pretty sure it's the other direction. The problem is I don't see where the windmill is. The windmill's a good way to orient where Bergenworth and therefore the lake is. But I'm pretty sure I'm right and it's the other direction. God, I forgot how fast these things are. There we go. Rune. Oh my god. I should look for the guys who are praying, like this guy, right? Yeah, there's the clear deep sea. Who erected the wooden fence, by the way? Very nice of them. Sure. Let's go with that. Yeah, the whole audience started roaring when From Software logo showed up in the Armored Core 6 announcement trailer. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think this looks good. There we go. Cool. I just get an alternate shot of the little guys. There we go. I look forward to their next smaller project. Yeah, I think there was an interview recently where someone, I think, yeah, FromSoft talked about how they weren't going to be doing lots of, they weren't going to be doing like an Elden Ring scale game anytime soon, which I think makes sense. I think just the amount of development time and stuff that goes into it, like obviously Elden Ring was a big success, but I think if they tried doing that regularly, like waiting so many years and betting on such big payout back, I think that's not something they want to do too often. I think it's definitely a better idea to like spread it out just from a business idea. I'm sure creatively they want to be able to be working on more newer projects rather than be stuck for years on years on like the same IP or even a different IP that no! God, fighting these guys is such a pain. They have a couple up-and-coming directors, so I bet we'll be getting smaller games more often. Depends on how they space it out, right? Because depending on, like, you know, if they organized it well, right? Like, if Miyazaki's, like, done his due diligence there, then I think we could probably see, like, a regular, like, outflow of, like, a From Software game coming, like, every 6 to 8 months, right? Depending on how they schedule the projects and, like, how big they actually are. I definitely think that's reasonable. Because we kind of had that with Dark Souls and Bloodborne, with the way they were spacing out a lot of the content there. You have Dark Souls 2 coming out, and Bloodborne coming out, and Dark Souls 2 DLC, and Bloodborne DLC, and Dark Souls 3, like, shortly, yeah, right? Like, so... I definitely think they could make that more consistent, and maybe... Oh, oh no. There we go. I was thinking once a year. I think 8 months might be possible. There we go. Yeah. Uh-huh. You know, when you think about it, When you really get down and think about it, you can really go through so many From Software games without having to fight anything. Just treat it like a dodging simulator with boss battles. Going over here. Oh wait, one sec. Ah! Frickin' snakes. Yeah, don't care about you. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember where the... It's somewhere around here, right? Oh no, I have it wrong. Oh, I'm trying to remember where the, you get the Graveguard mask and robe. Also, remember Miyazaki saying something about how the difficulty thing is his thing, and he can't guarantee that the new directors will be all about that with their games. I mean, that's fine, right? Like... I think if From Software wants to branch out, I think it's probably for the best. I don't think they should just be known as the guys that make difficult games, because one, I think they're that pressure for difficulty is part of the problem, I guess you could say, right? Like, I think it contributes to an unhealthy mindset of how they approach their games, and I think it shows in Elden Ring. Where you just get this very divergent... Oh! Ow! Madman's knowledge. Where you just get this very divergent, you know, scaling with the game, where you either have stuff where it's like stupidly like too easy, like everything's basic, and then you have the other stuff where it's like, okay, this is like, you know, the actual hard mode challenge. And it's kind of obnoxious because, you know, as people have complained about with, like, you know, bosses with endless stamina and stuff like that. Which I don't even mind that much compared to some people. I know some people who absolutely despise it. But I could definitely see that sort of becoming an ever-growing problem as they feel like they need to make it where, okay, the games need to be harder and harder for the next generation, but we also have to make sure that they're accessible, so we're gonna make some of the content even more brain-dead easy. You know, like being spammed with OP lasers. Okay, if Midir just freaking spammed the same laser attack over and over again, I might get a little annoyed. Not even for the difficulty, just because it'd be so obnoxious. It's like, oh my god, we're doing this again. Get out of here. Never leaving this road. Everything wants to kill me except this road. You go off the beaten path, you're looking for death. Talk about Promised Consort, yeah, for sure. Don't even mention that boss to me. It's not a boss. That thing is an abomination. Some weird glitch in the system. By the way, I haven't actually seen it. How did the nerfs fare? Is it actually like an okay boss now? Has anyone actually seen what they did specifically? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Whoops. Like, imagine a remake that has, like, one, they bring back the waterfall that should be up here, right? They bring the waterfall and they bring it here, right? So imagine that, right? You have the waterfall. But then you can also have, like, the sky, like a Skyrim type stream thing where you see the constant flowing waters or whatever. So there's actually, like, you know, more of a sense of connection between these pools. Oh my god. Damn. Unlucky. Damn. I haven't made it to the boss yet, still haven't made it to the DLC, but from what I've seen, the second phase looks more like a boss fight. I'm glad to hear that it at least looks more like a boss fight. But I hope in terms of actually, like, getting around and dodging the shit, it's also better. But hey, if just like appearance-wise, it doesn't look like I'm having a seizure or my PC is glitching out while I'm trying to fight this thing, that's good. I love someone showed the meme about like, oh, I beat you know, Radon and Nicola before the nerf or whatever, and they show like the exact same cheese setup I use. I just laughed so hard. Cause I would never like try to like be like, oh yeah, I beat before it, like I'm so great or whatever. Like no, that boss is just an abomination. I don't care. I legit don't care. I don't think there's any pride in saying you beat that boss. It's like beating a roadblock that's set on fire with lava. Like congrats, you made it through with pure grit and an infinite amount of lives. I like the green stuff they have in Shootout. I wish FromSoft games had more enemies with weird green, you know, stuff. I don't know. There's something nice about the variety there. Oh wait, 1 sec. Yes, I know. Stick it up your butt. I'm pretty sure the update also did a lot of weapon stuff, right? I assume nothing I care about. I believe the nuke was smaller, the lights was tweaked, his cross slash to be slower, and some moves it takes longer to go into another, and some damage of some moves was reduced. I also remember hearing, I think, something like he doesn't always use the teleport move at the start of the fight or something, or am I wrong? Oh, it actually reflects on our character model, too. You got the green juice on you. Cool. Man, look at all that corpse, rotted, moldy corpse viscera. Elden Ring needed more green spells. You know what? I actually 100% agree. It had lots of red. I remember orange and yellow. Definitely lots of yellow. An overwhelming number of yellow. You had lots of red. I guess pink if you want to count rot that way, right? But yeah, I don't recall many green. Lots of blue, of course. There's always blue. Way too many blue. Yeah, there's always blue. I'm gonna hate myself for doing this. Like, this is very dumb of me. Why am I doing this? There's a fog wall already there. But is it gonna, like, change? I forget. No, I think I have to get closer. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work the way I think I want it to. Yeah, no. They just kind of fade out. Ow! I can't remember if you can parry them. The fire, man! If I remember right, you want to split the damage, so I'm gonna have to remember that. That's why I don't like sorcery much, not enough variety in themes and colors. My problem with sorceries is that it always gets reduced down that you want one type of sorcery. Because whenever you try to go for like cool variety or stuff, you're never rewarded for it. I think that's probably the biggest flaw too from Software's combat system. Is a lot of times, because of the way the games are, it will almost always be invariably reduced to what, like, your one strongest attack mixed in with, like, maybe, like, you have a secondary one that's, like, you know, more niche, but you use every now and then, right? Like, for the most part, that has been, like, for melee users, it's your R1, you always use your bread and butter R1, and then, you know, every now and then, maybe you'll get in a good charged R2 or something. What's up, brother? Hey, Clump Baby. Love me some Bloodborne. Definitely not one of my favorite bosses, though. I like the design-wise of the Shadows of Yharnam. I like the twist with the third phase and stuff. But yeah, I don't think I would list them as like my favorite boss in the game. That's for sure. We love a more magic-focused game, so they might innovate a bit with it. Yeah, that's the same thing with sorcery, is what I'm saying. So with melee, it's always the R1. Oh, that hurt. So with, well, I can't believe you talked like that when you were dying. Anyway, for sure, I agree. There's definitely a case where, like, the sorcery's the same way, where it's like, okay, there's all these spells, and, like, I'm always gonna just use whatever's the most powerful version of Soul Arrow or something. Right, like, it's always gonna be something like that. Like, you guys saw me. I tried to use, like, frickin' Rolana's Twin Moon and stuff. And it was just such a niche thing, and there were just so many instances where it just doesn't work. Is this New Game Plus? No, this is a new playthrough period. This is just me screwing around on a third character, partially in case I want screenshots of certain stuff in, that I can't get on my other accounts. And partially because, you know, I always love returning to Bloodborne and having a casual run. Speaking of runs for screenshots and things, oh my God. Speaking of that, I think Ring City first draft will be done in like a day or two, which means that I should have the final draft done, I think, by the end of the week. So either over the weekend or like Monday of next week, I should have that posted. So I'm really excited about that. Do you think we'll ever get a Bloodborne remastered? That's the joke of the title. Don't worry, guys. Next time at the next PlayStation State of Play, they will totally announce Bloodborne on PC, remaster, remake, all at once. What next are you doing after Ring City? I actually don't know. Like, Ring City is honestly exhausting me. Like, I've had that thing in outline for a while, and I was so rusty that I wasted a lot of time and energy, like, trying to rearrange it and stuff, when ultimately I went back to whatever Past Loki came up with. Because Past Loki did all the groundwork for me, and I ignored him like the fool I was. Never doubt Past Loki, even if he is an asshole. Anyway, but, so, like, I don't know if I want to do another long one, because I was thinking, okay, maybe Ilium Lois, maybe I could do, like, a small thing of Chalice Dungeons in between, because I'm thinking of taking what was originally my Blood's Beginning section on Chalice Dungeons, and as you guys know what happened to Blood's Beginning, but I would take that section and then rewrite it, essentially, now, with, as, like, its own separate article, because I feel like Chalice Dungeons needs, like, a general primer before I write something like and oh my God, that whistle was awful. What if they just announced a new DLC for Bloodborne on PS4/5? Yeah. Anything at this point, though. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't think Miyazaki and co are gonna go back to a game from, what is it now? 2010? 29? It's 2010 or 2009. I can't remember which. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna go back to one of those to release DLC at this point. Especially considering there's not really much else to say, I think, in base game Bloodborne that couldn't be, you know, elucidated in a sequel. Alright, let's go. Ah, damn. Whiffed on both of them. Oh, damn. I gotta be careful of that. I was not respecting the fire blast before. I was trying to respect the fireballs, but not the fire blast. Alright, come on. Ah, damn. Oh, come on! Oh, of course. Alright. Yeah, I knew it. I was like, he's gonna come. He's coming. Oh. Alright. Oh, that one wrapped around, huh? Woo! Almost got caught again. Ow! I swear, broski, I want to kill you so bad. Ah, damn. Oh, I was like, I was risking it. Woo! Okay, that was pure luck there. I should not have survived that. That should have been death. Ow. Alright, come on. I need to focus on the other guy. Alright. What's your favorite iteration of the Moonlight Greatsword? Bloodborne's is pretty good. Yeah, I think I'd have to pick Bloodborne. I think its iteration with the Holy Moonlight Sword is just... it's peak. Damn. This guy's gonna be my least favorite to grab now. Alright, just need to get them all down to their third, and then we can kill them. Oh man, that's a really nice group you got there. Ow! Ow! Oh! Oh my gosh. You die first. Woo! Ow! Frickin' Nazgul. Considering this is my first time using the basic weapon against these guys, I'm actually kind of impressed. Whoop. Saw that coming. Whoop. Woo. Oh, we're so close. Okay, just top off. Take no risks. Alright. Ah! Frickin'. Oh! Ow! Of course. Damn! Alright, so if any of them die, huh? Alright. Alright, I thought it was when there's the last one standing, but I think it's any of them die at 1/3 health then. Okay. Bloodborne is 2015, 9 years old. Okay, it's not as old as I remember. Oh right, cause Dark Souls is 2016, right? Dark Souls 3? Yeah, so Dark Souls 1 is 2011, Dark Souls 2 is like 2013? And Dark Souls 3 is 2016, so yeah, Bloodborne, okay. Ay. I was so close. I choked. Ah. It's cool how in retrospect the snakes have nothing to do with them but with the woods. Yeah. I think it's neat the environmental storytelling they tell with the boss version specifically by having them also be parasitized, right? Well, it's like, hey, look, everyone else got parasitized, even these weird arcane-looking things. I definitely think that's a neat little detail. It also made the boss fight more interesting. Like I said, I think the third phase, like, twist thing they do, I think that's probably the coolest thing. I guess the second phase is also kind of cool, right? I don't know. I don't know if, like, making them do, like, stretchy Gumby shit was the type of thing that, like, really, like, sells the, they're spoopy. I don't know. Best boss run back in all of Bloodborne. Well, yeah, when you have no shortcuts, that's for sure. Listen, I'm just enjoying the nice stroll through the woods, okay? It's nice and peaceful here. Just never leave the road. Nothing goes wrong when you stay on the road. That's what my mommy used to tell me. That's what Mother used to say. For a moment, I thought I found another Bloodborneism. Oh no, there's the Graveguard mask. Oh my god, that noise! Really? Right in front of my Godskin Apostle? I think the Chaos Blade would have been fun in Elden Ring. Yeah, if they made it like an interesting, unique weapon, sure. I could say that about pretty much any of these things, right? Like, I'm fine with more weapon variety in general with From Software games, as long as the weapons are, like, you know, generally of quality. Like, one of my biggest complaints in Dark Souls 1 is, like, knives. Knives are just so dramatically inferior to every other weapon type, it's not even funny. And I think it's still the same thing in the later games, but much better overall. Alright, let's go. I feel like... Am I crazy? I feel like I'm... Oh! Ah! Damn. I was hoping I could hit that guy. God. Yeah, sound effects are a little busted on this one. That one might screw me over. Yeah. I don't know what happened, but, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not hearing those sound effects. I was like, this boss fight's a little quieter than usual. Ow! Alright, come here. Woo! Woo! Bandit knife is good. Bandit knife is good if you backstab a lot, right? For PvP and stuff. I'm talking about like normal PvE gameplay. God, what is this crap I'm looking at? Oh. This is so jank. Alright, well, try to beat this boss without sound cues. Go. Ah, damn. Alright. Ow! Ah, damn. Ah, crap. I was like, man, can I dodge out of range if I go back? Nope. Oh my god. Who? Ah, my... Okay, that was something special right there. The Erdtree Dagger has its base damage scale with haste. See, that's cool. That's what I mean. In PvE, Dark Souls 1, it does bleed damage too. Huh, maybe I should be using that then instead of Priscilla's. Priscilla's and, what's the other one? Jagged. Because at least, at my experience, I cannot get them to bleed proc. Sound cues glitch usually happens to me at ROM, and it's like basically a silent fight for some glitchy reason. I can't even imagine fighting ROM quiet. Because, like, you already, like, have to run around constantly, so, like, I guess the minions would be the real weird one. But it's also be kind of weird, I guess, when they do, like, the roll around with the arcane stuff and the meteors. Like, yeah, God, that feels so uncanny. Oh, we're finished. Yeah, I'm finished, alright. I think it's my first time dealing with the sound cues, though. Just absolutely glitching out. I can't remember that in the past. Always find a new frickin' bug in Bloodborne, though. Yeah, it's a damn curse, alright. I should unlock the shortcut from here, though. I probably should do that. Just to save me some time. Oh, a fun mechanical thing for Elden Ring is that in the base game, the only skill with the Flame Art infusion is the Black Flame Tornado, but in the DLC, the only ones are the Mesmer skills. Oh, cool. And Flame Art is a faith-based fire infusion. Oh, that's neat. Oh. Ah! I should be looking around. Ah! That's what I get for not looking. Me trying to look at Chad instead of the road. Death deserved. That's neat, though. Yeah, I don't know when I'll be returning to Elden Ring. I'm feeling pretty tapped out on Elden Ring. Like, I feel satisfied. The only thing I really want to kind of do is do some updates to my existing articles at the moment. But, like, even some of the stuff that was, like, new articles that I had, like, you know, kind of, like, on the back burner, like, in the works, sort of, kind of, like, at least in outline stages. Like, I'm like, I don't want to come out with those right now. Goldmine Queen is Mesmer's sister confirmed. Yep. Yep, that's totally what it means, automatically, no problem, so. I am curious what, I am kind of curious, though, what DLC theories are out there. Maybe that'll get me motivated to come out with Elden Ring content. If I see other stuff, I'm like, oh, hell no. But Elden Ring is just such a big game. I feel like if I'm not interested in any From Software properties, in the next decade, like, it'll all be Elden Ring eventually that I would be working on. But honestly, my first priority will be Dark Souls, so... Granted, with Ring City, I will almost be done with Dark Souls 3. Like, it's just Ariandel, Londor, and maybe some small things I'm forgetting, but I've covered almost the entirety of that game now. Dark Souls 2 is also pretty close to done. Like, you get Ilium Lois, and then it's just a bunch of smaller stuff. Like, lots of little things. Some are still claiming Miquella was in the right. I mean, he's called Miquella the Kind. I don't see how he could possibly be wrong. How could kindness be wrong? I recently saw Ansbach dialogue, which I think I missed during my playthrough. But I was recently reading through it. I was like, oh, so the implication is that Miquella, like, the implication would be that the whole Mohg even coming to take Miquella was, the whole kidnapping thing. Seems like that was all, planned by Miquella himself as well. So, like, I was like, oh. Oh my. When I was reading that, I was like, ah, I see. The conspiracy goes deep. So he sends off Malenia, and then that's why Mohg was conveniently kidnapping right when Malenia was gone. It wasn't just, you know, random convenience or secret insider knowledge. It's like, Miquella literally wanted it. Miquella was evil, dude. I think it's hard to ascribe, like, evil, quote-unquote, to Miquella, because he has purely, quote-unquote, good intentions, right? I don't think even Miquella himself would, I think it's a Destraya situation, if anything. But again, this is, Martin more than Miyazaki, so it's always possible the subtleties are different. That's the sense I get from Miquella. That Miquella's just willing to do a lot of bad things because he thinks that ultimately he's always right. So I'd say his biggest evil is that he has hubris up the wazoo. Really? Oh, come on! Oh, he dodged too. Ah! I thought you were the other guy! Alright, now focusing on you. Let's get to this guy. Oh my. I think that guy's had enough. Damn. Ah! Ow. Ah! Alright, that was close to death. Just getting that last guy. Holy hell. Alright. Gosh. Come on, come forward. Come on. Not you! I can't remember if it's like one has to hit the 3rd HP state or what. Oh yeah, I forgot. You have the bendy, twisty arms too. Okay. Ah, frick. We need to get some shielding here. There we go. Ow! Alright. Just gotta keep one of them gotta keep them all alive until they're all low HP. And then we're good. Ow! Can't believe the one with the most HP is the frickin' normal guy. Normal twisty arm. Come on, get over here. Come on, asshole. Come on, asshole. Oh, I'm screwed. Alright. There we go! Before he could frickin' summon the snakes. We're good. Nice. Woo! That felt good. He's a really stupid kid. That's a great way to put it. Doesn't it imply that removing him is what kills the tree? I remember that being the main problem, yes. So I guess you could always argue whether Mo came at the right time as far as Miquella was concerned, or if Miquella was totally like he gave up on it in the Halig tree entirely. I have to go back and look because I don't remember a few bits of dialogue with the Miquella stuff because I've been putting on the as the low priority for so long. I 100% don't recall. There's some... I remember I wanted to get some shots of something. Let me double check. Download... Where's my From Software folder? There we go. FromSoft, Bloodborne, Investigation, Byrgenwerth. You guys can see? Yeah, you guys can see this. Okay, I have that. Yeah, I don't want to actually open any of the doors in Byrgenwerth. I just want to get the crap. Do we have any shots? Yeah, these are some cool ones. I'm so happy with my Mensis thesis, by the way, chat. I don't know if you guys have been loving it when I posted that, but I absolutely adored it. I was so happy with the final product. Like, I could legitimately say I was proud. I like this one especially because, see, this is exact same design in the lecture hall. I don't know if those are supposed to mean something or if that's a copy-paste asset from a real-world thing, like a lot of stuff in this game, but I thought it was pretty neat. Can't remember if any of that's familiar, though. Oh, yeah, I have to include these statues in my Bloodborne stuff. I don't remember, I think I want to include it, if I recall correctly, I think I wanted to include it with the ROM stuff and the idea of messaging and contact with the gods and things. But I have to double check. Yeah, I'm not seeing what I was really thinking about, which was getting shots of the gate close. Yeah, like this. Okay, I do have shots of that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I don't think we need any shots then. I do have shots of that. Nice screenshots, thanks. You can check the link in the description for my website where I keep more. Also, weird thing is that the darkness form of the Stone Sheath Sword has a Destined Death hit effect for its basic hits. Oh, really? That's neat. Oopsie. Okay, yeah, nothing we want to get there. Okay, yeah. So, does the light form of the sword do anything with gold, out of curiosity? Because it's connected to Hornset, so I imagine there has to be a light and shadow thing going there. But if there is... And it has a Destined Death thing. I wonder if the Destined Death is just being used to represent the shadow side of the of the Elden Ring in general. Like, that would be my first thought when I hear that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Listen, guys. Listen, guys. They're a small indie studio. They can't do it, okay? Like, they're just a small indie studio. What do you expect? You can't be expecting them to be releasing Game of the Year or anything. It shoots a bunch of white holy lasers that buffs your holy damage in general. They're white, though, not gold. They're more like generic, like, you know, Dark Souls 1 style white, things. I don't remember if Elden Ring has any white miracle light stuff. I guess with Nicola, there's more like white light, right? They're gold, pale gold. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, so there is still a connection there. Yeah, no, nothing we're gonna get that's good here. You know what? I could get a shot, though, of the other side of this gate, though, with it closed. That could happen. The skill for the Darkness Sword shoots a bunch of darkness clouds that debuff enemies' holy resistance as a generic holy hit effect. So it's not like it's definitely not Destined Death itself for sure. But the fact that it affects holiness is what's kind of weird to me. I don't recall if that was ever a thing in the base game. But then again, most of the base game stuff we have with Shadow are like all stealth things, so it might have just never applied. That's true. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping someone will figure out the cosmology by the time I get back into Elden Ring. Save me the trouble. Okay, but like, what if I do this? Darkness Swords is a whole lot like the Black Corpse weapon from the base game that do holy damage. Oh, really? Do they function similarly? I remember the golems you fight, the gargoyles, I should say. They had like dark, like Malekith versions of the standard gargoyle attacks when they did like their swings. So that play a role, or okay. Ah, we're only getting more fog, it seems. Oh, you mean just you're talking purely visually? Okay. The shadow stuff we get in the DLC is like the Shadow Erdtree holy stuff and the magic shadow stuff that's for the night weapons. Because I didn't look anything into the night stuff in the DLC at all. I honestly couldn't really care about whoever and her sister or whatever, Yolan or whatever her name was. That guy sucks your intelligence out, that's why you become a cripple at the end. He sucks something, that's for sure. I don't know, I'm not really impressed with this, if I'm being honest. Man, the noise this guy makes. Yeah, I kind of want to see the sort of darkness in game. Maybe next time I'm doing Elden Ring. Maybe next time I give the game a whirl. You can't really see the corpse, though, from any angle. Lightsword looks cooler, like a Roman Gladius or Greek Shiphos. Or Scyphos. Ah! Actually, if it's Greek, it would be pronounced Kyphos, right? Maybe. No, maybe I'm crazy. Oh. Ah! If this actually works, I'm gonna laugh so hard. I don't need to be doing with your bullshit right now. Oh. Oh god, you are tanky. Yeah, I don't have any pokers for you to get killed by, so. Yeah, we're moving on. Yep. Do you have the Hunter's Torch? I don't think so. I think I kind of just rushed through. Oh no, I have it equipped right now. Yeah. It's not upgraded though, so I don't know how effective that will be. We can try it. Oh, nope. Ah! Oh, I guess we'll keep on retrying this. So yeah, you can completely get out of the grab if, you know, just exit out, forehead. Hunter's Charge is doing more damage, though, than, despite not being upgraded, so that's cool. I can't believe this works. Alright, make sure you dodge as soon as you get in, Loki. Oh, the stupid shit you can do in these games. Kinda looks like... Oh! There we go. There we go. Oh. I keep on thinking this is like Dark Souls 3, like that's my muscle memory when I want to do like gestures and stuff. Alright, show me your cranium. I think I'm just gonna have to ask Zuli to use her her wonderful screens if she still has the B-roll for this. Anyway, now that I look at the Sword of Darkness, it kind of looks like the golden sword with blackened marks on it. Could that connect to the Black Knights with the black and gold armor? Probably not, I don't think. Unless it's a thematic thing, right? I can see, like, thematically maybe there's an idea. If Messmer's Black Flames have any connection to the Sword of Darkness in any way, which I think they could. If you want to argue that Messmer is dark and the Abyss, while Melina is death, so you have these two aspects that are opposite gold and life, right? I can definitely see someone making a case for that. And that Messmer was born with, like, a dark, quote-unquote, flame affinity, while Melina was born with a death flame affinity, or something like that. Sure. Yeah, it's too hard to get a good thing. Like, you can't really see the stitches. It really is one of those details that you're not supposed to see. This is why I think it's not even canon. Alright. Oh, you think it's connected to the Renala boss fight with the transition effect? Yeah, I think that's possible. They could be reusing it. Alright, that's, like, probably the best we're gonna get here. Yeah, I'm not expecting anything. Let's get a little closer now. A little farther now, maybe? There we go. Oh, I found it interesting that there's only one Crucible Knight in the entire DLC, if I remember correctly, but wouldn't there be more since we're closer to the Crucible? No, the Crucible doesn't exist anymore. It's the Erdtree. The Crucible is the Erdtree. Again, this is... The powers of the Crucible predate the Crucible itself, because the Crucible is just, the Erdtree when it had overwhelming power of gold, which was reddish gold. Similar to how the dragons, who date back to probably the earliest, points in creation, also have reddish gold, despite, other races not, right? Like, they predate the Crucible as well. So, like, the point of, with their red lightning and stuff, the whole point with the whole point with the idea of the Crucible is to help connect to how the Erd Tree's origin as the Crucible all ties back to the Hornsent and the Rao ruins, right? Like, it all goes back to there. And the point with the Crucible Knight we fight there is that the whole reason he's in the Realm of Shadow is because he wanted to find out about the origin of the Crucible more, right? Like, he's like, oh, you know, I really want to figure that out. And I don't know how that necessarily connects to his, like, thing with hammers versus the others. That part isn't really obvious to me. I guess maybe, like, you smash things together and they all just kind of meld into one. I don't know. Right, so... Oh, damn. Damn. That's what I get for not turning, That's what I get for not turning everything back on with the UI and paying attention. Also, I'm going to turn down the sound because the sound has been so loud for me. And, it's making my ears bleed. Would the Farum Azula Wilder looking Elden Ring be a Crucible thing? I don't know if it'd necessarily be a Crucible thing per se, but it would definitely probably be like, it's probably the most accurate depiction of the Elden Ring in its original form, presumably. Because the whole point of it is to, again, show the Elden Ring during their civilization, when it's all about, you know, the spreading and proliferation of life, right? Like, hence that whole root structure thing, right? Like, it's very obvious supposed to show, like, okay, we're trying to, you know, spread. That's the main focus of the Elden Ring during this period, is to spread, invest the world in gold. Infest, not invest. What is it, a stock option? Oh, okay, thanks for the info. Yeah. It's a very, I get why people get confused by that, because they keep using the Crucible talk and all that, but it's the same, again, the best comparison I can think of it, it's like when we say America, when we're talking about, you know, the Aztecs or something. It's like, you know, oh, in ancient South America or whatever. It's like, it wasn't called America at the time, but we use that term because that's the modern term that you can easily get it. So when they're talking about the Crucible, they're not talking about, like, the idea of, like, oh, this is something that predates the Erd Tree, or, like, it's different from the Erd Tree. The Erd Tree is quite explicitly in the base game called, like, you know, the Crucible in its original form and stuff like that. The point, though, is that this Crucible, the concepts, the principles, and the powers that, birth it, right? They all come from the Elden Ring. And that comes specifically the Elden Ring as it's found in the Hornsent and originally from where the Hornsent originate, the Rao culture, which the Hornsent re-excavate, right? So it seems to be the idea that you had this Rao civilization with the Elden Ring, right? And seemingly their own god queen, right? Could be the same one from Farum Azula. Don't know about that one yet because I haven't given it too much thought. But either way, like, even if it's, like, completely separate from, like, you know, Placky's god, they had their god queen, right? Something caused the collapse, maybe connected to the Rot, because we know there's connections to the Rot in both the Ancient Civ and the Ancient Dynasty, and they both seem to have gone through some sort of catastrophic collapse around the same time. So there could be something there. And then, how to put this? Then, the Hornsent seem to be, like, what's left over from that. Now, again, how they become the Hornsent, I still don't know. But they seem to be something left over from that ancient Rao civilization, and eventually, naturally, these, like, disparate, you know, tribes, probably isolated, you know, settlements and civilizations, whatever, right? They start gathering together, create a national identity, and they rebuild civilization at Belorat, right? And they become this Hornsent civilization that exists all around the heartland of the Lands of Queen, right? Go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that becomes, and that then has them re-excavate the ruins, and they're like, oh, we're discovering our lost past, right? So again, good comparison would be, think of the ancient Greeks, like, excavating the stuff before the Greek Dark Ages, because we think of, like, classical Greece and everything, but for them, the true golden age of Greece was back during the days of Achilles, during the Trojan War, and Hector, and, what's another good one? I forget his name, freaking Golden Fleece Boy. But you know what I mean, like, you know, Odysseus and all that jazz, right? Like, those ancient heroes that they love to tell stories about, right? Because, you know, that time before the Greek Dark Ages happened was when things were really good in their minds. I can't remember if this plant thing respawns or not. Jason? Yeah, there we go. Jason the Argonauts. God. How rusty I am on my ancient Greece. It's playing Age of Mythology. Like, what was it, last week? The week before? Oh. Frickin' arcane ooze. Descent the giraffe respawn. Good to know. Right, because aren't the horns themselves meant to represent breaking away from the greater will? That I don't know. I don't recall anything in the text that says that, and I don't know about any theories that might talk about that. So, like, again, I still consider myself a neophyte when it comes to Elden Ring lore. But, as far as, like, the horns themselves, they're supposed to be, signs of spirituality, so they apparently coincide with the idea that a lot of spirits inhabit the horn scent, which seem to ties into why the horn scent become these kind of pseudo-Empyreans. I say pseudo because in the game files they're referred to as, like, Empyrean, but obviously they remove that from anything in the actual game, and there's no idea that it connects exactly the same way as, like, Empyreans in, like, Marika's, you know, Elden Ring culture and all, you know, when it comes to, like, you know, the actual God Queen stuff. But the idea seems to be that, yes, they are natural vessels for the spirits of especially gods and stuff like that, right? At least potentially gods. So, there's a lot there. I would not be surprised if, I would not be surprised, though, if there's something, more going on there with why the horn scent oh, God, why am I using my PC's screen cap? I'm an idiot, chat. When I do a charged R2 on the flower itself with the burial blade, it one-shots it. I imagine that would be so, yeah, because the flower is the true body. Everything else is like its roots, so it's like you're hacking away at, like, you know, a thick root versus, you know, the vulnerable flower up top. That makes sense to me. Oh, the doors are already open. Wait. Like, that finally occurred to me. The doors are open from the start. Well, that was stupid of you, Yuri. If you just shut the goddamn door, you wouldn't have had to worry about anyone getting to ROM. Because no one knows how to go over a fence in this goddamn game. Hey, hot stuff. I'm here to annoy you with my questions as usual. Hey, Tyrone. Love you. How's everyone in chat? I don't know. Everyone seems pretty chill as far as I can tell. I thought it only happened with guns in the chillest dungeons. Well, apparently it works with any weapon, so that's cool. Though, honestly, it'd be hard to aim, I imagine, to hit the flower with a gun, right? It's just a small target. Unless the hitbox is a lot bigger than it looks. No. Alright, let's go. Let's go here. Some recontextualized things I'm thinking about going through the base game again is that the snake snails are maybe crucible creatures, and Godfrey is doing the Beast Communion horn scent thing. Beast Communion horn scent thing. I don't know about that. Like, maybe there's a cultural connection there. It's very weird because I thought there'd be a deeper connection between, the farm colonists and the horn scent cultures based on what we saw with the lions and stuff, and that doesn't seem to be happening. It definitely seems like they have their own thing with the lion thing. Though, again, I can't imagine that the Beast King Sorosh has nothing to do with the lion god beast spirits, right? Like, I feel like, you know, like, it's kind of convenient how you have this giant, you know, wise beast king or whatever who's leading the beast or whatever, which is implied to be from the greater will. Like, I would not be surprised if Sorosh is an actual, like, physical incarnation of one of these beast gods that came down to Earth on the greater will's behalf to help lead the beasts to wisdom and stuff. I would not be surprised if he was key in their evolution. With Sorosh in the face, right? Ah, you think when he's, like, trying to kill Sorosh? I don't think so. That said, I do have a renewed appreciation, though, for, like, Godfrey's battle with both Sorosh and the Stormlord. Because now it's like, okay, why, like, for example, I talked about previously the Stormlord and the idea of why Godfrey and stuff would accept it. That now becomes especially apt when we now know that Godfrey comes from a culture which reveres challenging and defeating, not necessarily fellow men. Obviously, he moves on to that with his war stuff with Marika and stuff, but especially powerful beasts, right? Like, there's a huge thing in his culture, in his, like, you know, and obviously, because we see he's, like, sort of, like, you know, the prototypical of his barbarian tribe, right? Or I should say the quintessence more than prototypical. But the point is that he is, like, clearly, like, it makes sense that he would be like, oh, yeah, America, I'll totally go and help you fight against these humans who are led by this beast lion thing, right? Or, oh, sure, I'm gonna totally accept this one-on-one duel for deciding the fate of the battle against you, Mr. Powerful Hawk, you know, King. Like, that just makes sense to me now. It's like, okay, yeah. Like, on top of everything else, it's one of the things where it's like, you don't need much convincing with Godfrey. Like, that's bait for him. Like, he's gonna take that like catnip. And I think that's kind of cool. You know? When he kills Siraj, his body overlaps Godfrey, and he starts attacking with his hands like their claws. The thing is, I think that could just be, again, I think that goes back to Godfrey's barbarian culture, though. Especially now that we know that there's a huge emphasis on defeating, you know, challenging and defeating and overcoming the strength of other beasts, and then, like, wearing parts of their body and stuff like as pelts or getting special cloths and things like that. I think a lot of that sort of is, like, baked in. You can lock on the flower. Oh, can you? Okay, that changes things then. That makes sense. You don't need magic when you have Glock no Jutsu. That's true. Dude, as someone who's did an arcane build on his first character, for sure, I think it's better to invest in good old trusty not 2x4, but you know, good old trusty gun. I'm not dealing with you right now. Mesmer and Malekith have scale patterns in their armor. Ooh, that's neat. The Bear Community Incantation says more akin to horn sense stuff. Is Bear Communion, though, specific to the tribe, or was that just a thing that the Radahn follower did? Because I remember that being, like... I don't remember it being talked about as if it was a general thing or not. Granted, it is in the same area, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. What does that mean for, Now I have to wonder if the, rune bears could be... Because I still don't have a very strong idea of how rune bears come to be, right? Especially in the locations we find them at. But what if rune bears are people who undergo bear communion? No, I don't think that makes sense, though, because, like, don't people kill them in order... Yeah, I'm not sure if that works. Granted, they do bear communion similar to dragon communion, and they have draconic eyes, so... I don't know, it could just be Miyazaki, you know, toying with the idea that they used to... give you dragon hearts and stuff, and they were probably, like, I don't know, like bears who killed dragons. Maybe that's still the idea? I don't know. Listen, Yuri, I have all the respect for you, but... Get out here. Get out here, girl. I've got more than enough shots from you, and Zuli's giving me even more, so, like, I don't need you. Sorry, not Zuli, frickin' meth. Alright. Alright, you know what? You got me there. I think Bear Community was meant to be an inside joke with playtesters. Yeah, I feel like that might be it, because there was the whole thing about, you know, finding the dragon hearts and stuff with the bears and stuff. So I would not be surprised if it was just, like, poking fun, and it might not have that big of a significance, but... an invocation that's more akin to the divine invocation of the Horn's End than it is to the Dragon Communion. Only through desperate battle with the feral wild can one discover a god unique to oneself. I don't remember the Japanese for that one, especially that last line. But the first part, yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah, the divine invocation for the horn set, again, similar to what we talked about with the whole, you know, becoming possessed by a spirit or whatever. I guess in this idea would be like you can, by fighting the beast, you can kind of inherit it and become a god? Like... Yeah, I don't know what to make of that one. Hey, buddy. Damn. It's weird feeling like I don't have enough stamina in Bloodborne of all games. Alright. Where are you, Yurie? Come on, girl. Let me kill you. There you are. There's our girl. I know I should upgrade my weapon. I probably have the stuff I need, or maybe not. Maybe I need to do Nightmare Frontier or something. Oh my god, that damage! It's also considered a beast incantation, though it doesn't get boosted as such. Wait, it's considered one, even though it doesn't get the boost from it. Does it get the boost from Dragon Communion stuff by chance? I would assume no, but that's the only other thing I could think of if they're not letting it get boosted that way. But no, like, the basic idea is clear, because the idea is supposed to be, like, rather than Dragon Communion, right? Like, you're not really consuming the beast, but, like, you're wearing it and stuff, if I remember right. No Dragon Communion? Darn. I was wondering if there could be something there. Oh my god. Gets boosted by the bear pelt headpiece. Is that it? Damn. Should we summon Damien? Should I summon Damien instead? At least I avoided the AoE in a corner. Oh my god, the other one came kill. Asshole. Run. Oh. God, I wish it would kill these guys. Yurie, why would you do this to me? Ow! Oh my god, did one of those missiles actually hit? Like, holy hell. She will chase you to the ends of the earth. No, I do not want to hear about your Lord and Savior, Ebrietas. Cool to know. Alright. Enough about beasts. Let's deal with men. Or women. Woman. She'll eventually find her way back in here. You know, I'm gonna go get Damien if you're gonna be like that, Yurie. Oh. Well, why do I keep breaking this game, chat? Whoa, man, as Adolphus puts it. What is this bullshit? I can't believe this works. I bet she doesn't like freaking glitch the freaking Call of Beyond stuff, or that through the wall and after me. God, it's so dumb. Oh, fucking hell, man. God, Bloodborne is always a treat. Even at its dumbest. I'll be honest, I don't even know what I would want to level up here. I guess Vitality? I don't know, maybe Endurance. Nah, I think Endurance might be a waste instead. I have to look at Meth's wiki, see if we have any really good stuff on Damien. Oh. The fuck? Oh, okay. Why do I keep finding broken stuff in this game, man? Also, it has a metal sound effect. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that when I saw this wax. Okay, I think it's enough screwing around. As we can see, Bloodborne is a wonderful game. I don't know why they won't remaster or remake it. It's driving me crazy. But you know what's driving me more crazy? Ring City. I gotta get that stuff finished up. So yeah. Hopefully one day we'll actually get a Bloodborne something in the future. I would really love that, especially on PS5, or who knows. At this point, it's probably best to bet on the PS6. Ay. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me flounder around like an idiot, as I always do. I will say, I was actually kind of impressed that I've been able to get so far with the basic, you know, like, starter weapon and stuff. It's not, like, my favorite or anything by any means, but, you know, it gets the job done. That it does. Bloodborne mobile spin-off. No! Okay. You know what? Maybe I should be a little bit more selective with that monkey's paw. Okay, anyway, thanks so much, guys, for joining me. It's great to have a conversation and be able to, just be able to talk about whatever. Dang, maybe I'll pick up BB. You should. It's a good game. Definitely deserves as much love as it gets. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Bye.